Good typography not only makes us read, but also makes us feel. It allows the user to focus on the content, and it affects how it's understood and perceived. It can set the personality of your product and improve the user's overall experience. The magic happens when it works invisibly while making your design legible and visually satisfying. Hello, and welcome to Sketch Together. My name is Pablo Stanley. On this episode, we'll go through 5 basic guidelines that will improve the typographic quality of your designs. Disclaimer, I'm not a type expert. I've been studying up on the subject by reading from the best. Take this practical guide just as a starting point on your road to crafting typography for screen design. Okay, let's get started.
My first recommendation is to start by selecting a typeface for your body text. It will determine the decisions of any other typeface like headlines and labels. Why? Because body text is the most common element in a product. The look and feel of your body text will have the greatest impact on the typographic quality of your design. There are 4 main categories of typefaces to choose from: those with serifs, those without serifs, scripts, and display styles. There are many other subcategories, but we'll focus on the main ones for this video. Serif typefaces are called that because of the small lines attached to the end of a stroke in a letter. Most traditional publications like books, newspapers, and magazines use serif typefaces for body text. Sans serif typefaces are the ones that lack serif details. They often appear more modern than serifs. Sans serifs used to be the preferred choice for web design because they render better on low-resolution screens. Today, screens have higher resolutions, and serif fonts look just as good. Script typefaces look like handwriting and can be very fluid. Formal scripts can look elegant, think wedding invitations, and modern ones can be more casual. Avoid them for body copy. Decorative or display typefaces are best suited for headlines and short copy, but not for body text. They can make your designs stand out, but they can also make it look cheesy, so use carefully. For product design, it's better just to use a serif or a sans serif typeface. Okay, you chose one typeface for your body text. Now you want to get creative and combine different ones, right? Well, this is when things can get pretty crazy, so here's some advice. Play with the styles. Modern web typefaces already come with many different styles, which means they come in distinct weights, or they might even have unique styles for body and headlines. A good example is the San Francisco typeface from Apple. When choosing a font, a quick way to narrow down the options is by filtering out the ones with less than 4 styles. You'll need to have at least a regular, an italic, a bold, and a bold italic style. Okay, you still want to combine typefaces. Well, there's a bulletproof solution for you. Some type families come with both serif and sans serif faces. If you mix them, there's less chance for them to look weird. If you're really determined to combine typefaces, then you can pair them by similarity or by contrast. There can be a relationship on the X-height, contrast, width, or mood. At the end, trust your gut and have fun creating beautiful screen design. Balance line spacing and point size. The main factors that will influence the readability of your product are a good balance between point size and line spacing. Line spacing is the vertical distance between lines. Start with a comfortable to read point size of your body text. For screen design, a reasonable size will be between 14 and 25 pixels, depending on the typeface you choose. The line spacing will be relative to your body text size. Usually, the optimal line spacing is between 120 and 145% of the point size. Watch your line length. Line length is the horizontal distance of a block of text. Long lines are probably one of the most common design problems on the web. The ideal line length should be between 45 and 90 characters, including spaces. Shorter lines will make a big difference in the legibility of your design since they're more comfortable to read than longer lines. Use proper apostrophes and dashes. Smart quotes and apostrophes are curved. These are not to be confused with straight quotes, the ones that are usually next to the return key on your keyboard. Curly quotes can be accessed by combining the Option key and the left bracket key for opening quotes, and Option plus Shift plus left bracket key for closing quotes. Use apostrophes for contractions and to express possession, like Petunia's apple. Use single quotes when there's a quote inside double quotes. You should never use straight quotes. They're relics from the age of typewriters, and their only modern use is for coding. They're known as dumb quotes for a reason. And last but not least, don't confuse hyphens and dashes. They look similar, but they're not the same. Hyphens are the smallest of these characters. They're used to combine separate words into one single word. They also appear at the end of a line when a word breaks onto the next line. The end dash is used in dates or numbers to show a range of values. It can also demonstrate the conflict or connection between two different words. Access it by pressing the Option key plus hyphen key. The M dash is the biggest of these marks. They're used to make a break in a sentence and bring attention to a thought, a nice pause. They can replace commas, parentheses, or colons. Type it by pressing the Option and Shift key plus the hyphen key.
That's it. 5 principles that I assure you will improve the typographic quality of your designs. If you want to dive deeper into the craft, please visit the links that I added on the description. I'm also working on a crash course on typography. If you want to be notified when I'm finished, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.